with Musk, I don't think he's uncovering certainly anything that they're going to be using for other reasons other than to find out what's been going on with the taxpayers' dollars. And we all want to know that. The only people that are opposing this, in my opinion, are the people from before that have something to, yeah.
So I saw a clip this morning and it says that we don't know who Musk is, and he's getting all this information, all this social security information, the bank account details and everything. And I find it weird and funny. For many, many years, Google and Meta and other platforms have been gathering information. There's no talk about that. Now, when there's talk about saving, getting rid of corruption and getting rid of all these money that has been going in the wrong direction, wrong place, and they need to check it, all of a sudden there is this cry out. It sounds insane. What's your thoughts on that one?
Well, now it's a national emergency because people are about to get caught. I think that's my reaction. We've been allowing the big tech companies to collect and farm this data for way longer than we imagined. We could probably go back.
I believe they're still doing it, right?
I think it's been more than a decade, more than a couple decades.
Yeah.
So it was already started, and it was only the last 5 years or so where people thought, are they really doing that? Is that even possible? So the breach of security and the breach of personal privacy happened after 9/11, and that was the beginning of just erasing any veils and saying it's all in the name of terrorism, which I basically supported in the early days because we had to go safeguard everybody from further attacks. So we needed this information, and they couldn't use any other information than specifically what was pertaining to terrorism, or not other things, but terrorism. Then it became terrorism, money laundering, and drugs, or any other issue like that. Then later on, a few years later, it became the big three plus if there's any type of IRS violations, or which they all lumped into any type of money laundering. So it became more open that they would use your data, that they could possibly use the data, and it started making everyone nervous. And I think the problem is, in our society that's based on general common sense and general honesty, this invasion is not acceptable. It's not okay. In the event of impending terrorist attacks or something, absolutely we have to do certain things like that. So with Musk, I don't think he's uncovering certainly anything that they're going to be using for other reasons other than to find out what's been going on with the taxpayers' dollars. And we all want to know that. The only people that are opposing this, in my opinion, are the people from before that have something to, yeah.
So, but they are saying that he's going to collect all this data and he's going to use this for his own personal gain, and he's going to steal people's money. And I don't know, this sounds so absurd to me, but these people have a voice, and I'm afraid that it's going to maybe have a negative impact or a negative effect.
Well, I think Elon Musk is one of the great geniuses of our time. He certainly has his unique personality. There's no doubt about that. He's not conventional thinking. Otherwise, there's no possible way he could send rockets to Mars and do the other things that he's doing and build the teams that he's built. And basically, based on trust and honest business, that's what he's been doing. He has so much money. He doesn't, I don't think, sit around counting his money. He's based on success and quality, the highest quality that we can achieve as human beings, even on a national and also global scale. I personally don't see any evidence that he's greedy and trying to control America or the world.
Yeah, but Bernie Sanders keeps talking about this oligarchy and Musk leading this oligarchy and trying to steal all the money from the taxpayers and stuff like this. Whereas the other side has been so much more oligarchy based, and all of a sudden now they are waking up to this.
I think we're going to start seeing more of a select group of Democrats who are trying to somehow re-glue the Democrat Party back together by any means necessary. And Elon Musk is a big topic. So any way they can slander or put together some type of conspiracy against a conservative, or specifically Elon Musk or Trump, they're going to be doing it for sure. There's no validity to what he's saying. I don't think.
So what can we do now as, we see that all this corruption and all this crime and all this money, going to wrong places has been being earthed up by Elon, and they want to stop him. What should be the direction that we should be guiding the people into?
I think we should be moving along happily together in unity, upholding the law that we have and taking the steps necessary to simply, slowly and surely stop the corruption, or at least reduce the corruption and wasteful spending.
Do you have, do you have friends who are for this, or do you have friends who are opposed for this? What is the general, in your vicinity, in your friends, in your people around you, what is the feeling? One thing that is in the media, but what is the public saying about this? What do you think?
Most of my friends, I would say, or my circle of friends, any issue that we have revolving around current politics or the administration, they would say Trump's stupid or something along those lines.
Really? Wow.
So the answer to everything is that Trump is bad, and the policies and the details that we're talking about that affect the common people and the whole of America, those issues are rarely talked about. So even what we're saying is the issues we're talking about now, there's going to be slander, there's going to be assumptions, there's going to be accusations, but really getting to the point of how to solve the problem never will be touched.
So Trump and Musk has a lot of things to prove, because, they have so many accusations against them that all they can do, I think, is just prove by the results. Even though the results are coming in, they will not believe it.
I think that's if you're walking in a honorable and right way. I think that's they just need to push through and not even think about it. I remember a coach told me long ago back in high school, he said, just put your blinders on and don't have rabbit ears. Just don't listen and just move forward and do what you've got to do. And according to what they're doing now, I don't believe retribution or witch hunts.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I think that without retribution or witch hunts, I think they just need to move forward and follow the law. That's what I'm expecting as a taxpayer. And if anyone is opposed to just following the simple law, then there is a big problem. And there's been a free-for-all for 15, 20 years, perhaps, where nobody's really, the checks and balances have really gone to the wayside. And now that we're doing it, I don't think they're doing this for their personal gain, but it seems like it because it hasn't been done in the past.
So thank you very much for your thoughts.